Скр. Скр. Ну, зараз, секунду. Так. Виклик недостатньо. А, да. У нас або зібрати. Та йо. Так, а що у нас на шляху є цікавого? Дивне місце. Цікаво, якось піднятись туди можна?
The climate here is a mite more agreeable than Cloister. One good thing about being assigned to the Mantisaurs here.
Up and at 'em! Swear you take more naps than a raptidon! Whichever void brain know-nothing decided mantisaurs are more cost-effective than troopers did not include the loss of my patience in the budget.
Училя пулицька яка.
No, what? Who taught you that?
Ти певно тренується? Ніфіга.
Appreciate you handling our dirty work.
Яку це я вашу роботу ще роблю, я щось тільки не поняв. Ви мене, напевно, з кимось сплутали, я хз.
So what's the story with you exactly? Do you stand for anything? Believe in anything beyond worshipping the rifts and stabbing things?
I do not worship the rifts, but you already know that, don't you? You are just trying to goad me. That's fine. I welcome your hostility. Enjoy it, in fact.
I'll speak plainly. Something's deeply wrong with you. If the commander wants you here, fine, I'll let it be. But I've got my eye on you.
If you really want to fight me, all you have to do is ask. I'll be happy to sharpen my blades on your bones. I even promise to try not to kill you.
You know what? You're all right.
Rare to see a place like this relatively untouched by the war.
Там мантизавр керівник, да, я згадав. Там тупо мантизавр. На керівниках, блять, жесть. Так, ну нічого тут замутити не можна, коротше.
You ain't got clearance to come this way. One step more and you die.
That better not be what I think it is.
Honestly, Bradford, I've no notion of how to cool your conniption. Corporate says I'm in charge, so I'm in charge.
You're in charge? Wait, you're in charge? Don't you mean the executive
Виконавчий
is in
директор
charge?
стратегічного
Of
спонсорування.
course, that's what I meant. Whether I say me, he, or we, it's all the same.
It's all the same pile of gum.
That tone is not how you get approval for your little tests, designer. Next time, you might want to try and tame your woolly curds with a little mock apple. Yes, I hope you're not here to apply for employment. I'm already overwhelmed by the sheer volume of peons I'm forced to oversee. And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. So if you stay, it's likely just a matter of time before I'll be stringing you up. Save me? From him? Oh, no, 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 no. Not only is he not a threat, he's actually our senior officer. Allow me to introduce Strategic Ingestment Executive Wojciech, Senior Most Representative at Fort Endurance. Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Why would I be anything but serious? Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit since he was just a pupa. As he grew, he's shown exceptional bravery, stoic stalwartness, and strong leadership. It's earned him promotion after promotion, until our last battle against the Order deprived us of our former chief executive and left him as the senior-most trooper. The executive welcomes you, but would like to know what your business is in our base. There's no dispute. Executive Wojciech is in complete charge of the fort. His orders, which I interpret as his junior officer, are executed without question. My experimental mantisaur graft lets me speak with him as easily as I do with you. He emits pheromones that my antenna can detect. He wouldn't be much of a commander if he couldn't communicate with the troops.
Hey, Commander, it's my professional opinion that we should back away slowly. This guy's craft is either messing with his gray matter, or he's messing with us.
That is exactly what he's doing.
Designer Bradford, you've been warned about disrespecting the chain of command.
And you've been reminded, repeatedly, that I'm not under your chain of command. I'm technically under the Mantisaur, but that's got nothing to do with you. I just wanted to make it clear to our newcomer that you are full of shit. You've always been full of shit, and you will always be full of shit. So you're best ignored entirely.
That is quite enough, designer. Yes, well, please excuse our curmudgeonly biologist. She's been a pill ever since the promotion that made Wojciech outrank her. Still, that ugly moment behind us, it's a comfort to my mind that you're here. Executive Wojciech has an assignment we're desperate to have done, but it can only go to someone outside our chain of command.
Ugh, not this crabble scat again. There is zero chance you're right. Zero. And this brilliant assignment of yours didn't go so well for the last group.
Just rumors and conjecture. The base gossip is that another team was sent to recover the pupa and never returned. But I'm sure they're just deserters. Wojciech can sense that there are some kind of mutated mantisaurs over yonder, and he wants us to secure one of their pupas to raise as his own.
Oh, stop it. The creature doesn't want a pupa. He doesn't want to breed a superior race of mantisaurs. He wants to eat meat, excrete the excess, and be left alone. That's it. Even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the law-be-damned thing to cut down on competition. He's a bug, nothing more. But the only way to prove it to our command is to have you run this fool's errand. Once it's shown to have been a colossal waste of resources, they'll put me in charge.
That is enough. One more word in question of our executive officer, and I'll have you pitched over the edge with the rest of the enemies we've conquered here.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. With it, Wojciech can raise a Zeranium-mutated Mantisaur army, which will be even more dangerous than the ones Auntie's Choice evolved from the Halcyon stock. We need you to infiltrate the mutated Mantisaur nest, secure a mutated pupa, and bring it to me here. Do that, and I, and Executive Wojciech, shall make sure you are well rewarded for your efforts. Look in the nest to the east. That'll have your best odds. It's where Wojciech feels the pull from the strongest.
Feels a pull, Wentworth? Seriously? What am I saying? That makes the exact amount of scientific sense I'd expect from you. Excuse me? May we speak a second? Apologies for my outburst, but I had need to warn you that an earful from Wentworth is akin to sucking on an inhaler full of ammonia.
Hey, what are you two talking about?
Nothing of your concern, Wentworth! Just ignore him. He was clever enough to pretend that Graft lets him talk with the beast. So overnight, he upstarted from simple trooper to de facto commander of this installation.
You know it's impolite to whisper, right?
But I've studied him extensively, and it is most assuredly nothing but a play for power. I am. I've watched for patterns of behavior that would demonstrate higher communication, and they don't exist. So, catering to his will isn't gonna do anyone any good. Conversely, the scientific value of studying the mutated pupa he wants is exponentially greater than any possible use he could have for it. Bring it to me, and not only will I match any reward he offers, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it will serve a much greater purpose. I'll have to... Oh, fine. Fine. If scientific discovery and the betterment of future products isn't enough for you, I'll pad your coffers a little something extra. Just, please, bring me the mutated pupa.
Not the strangest task I've had to undertake, but it's close.
Тупо виконавчий директор, Іван.
Well, what have we here? You couldn't look less Auntie's choice if you tried. So what are you doing in our fort?
О, привіт, Конане, привіт. А я тебе чекав, мов я піддумав підробити ще давно. Я щось тебе чекав. Потім, поки похрюкав, там туди-сюди повалявся. Що ти не підробив сьогодні?
Durbin sent you? Why? You certainly ain't a certified pre-inhumation inquisitor.
Чого? Що в тебе трапилось?
Oh, lovely. And just what is it you think you can do for me? You ain't even carrying a masticating tissue scrutinator. You just gonna guess what manner of poison killed folk? So far as I can tell, it's a simple case of killing to get ahead. Chief Cuddy and Trooper Bardot were sharing a table for supper. There was nothing wrong with the food. The whole fort ate the same thing. And 10 minutes later, Cuddy was bloated, discolored, and looking all ta-la like he'd been poisoned. There are no other suspects, just Bardot. She swears she's innocent, but they always say that. And I can't possibly figure how that could be.
Шарлатан. Ой, тебе там щось, коротше, тебе там рілі якісь негаразди щось. Якось там спробуй поговорити, там серйозно, але спокійно, що я не знаю, бо у вас явно якась нездорова атмосфера. Трішки роздупуй, що чоловік, тато взагалі-то ну, хоче поспати, працював, стомився, там, ну, типу, я не знаю. Я просто кожен якби по-своєму, я не хочу тут особливо якось щось влізати, тим паче, що в мене сім'ї немає, я не експерт в цьому, але якось, ну, типу, якщо ти відпочиваєш і нічого кардинально термінового нема, то тебе не можна чепати, бо ти відпочиваєш.
Yes. I walked over, saw Cuddy's body, saw Bardot screaming her fool head off, and I put her in cuffs. Case closed. Now, I'm waiting for a specialist to affirm my theory, so I can get on with my other 1,000 duties need doing. You wouldn't believe what this mess is taking out of my schedule.
Та ні, ну Конане, воно ж так не працює. Якщо проблему ігнорувати, вона стає тільки більше тригерить. Це якось треба проговорити тобі. Та ні. Все одно точка кипіння якась, щось на щось накладеться там. І...
You're welcome to try, but I can't figure what good you'll do. I guess it's possible you could make Bardot confess, but I'm not going to be holding my breath. Honestly, anything that keeps you busy and out of my hair is fine by me.
Ну, щось чувак якийсь ти в першу чергу стрьомний. Так, це все не можна, да? Так, що мені... Ой. Пане Конане. Два і 5. Забивати на себе не можна. Що буде важка марксменська гвинтівка якась є? Що буде з сім'єю, якщо ти на себе заб'єш? Та ні, ну треба трошки тоді роздупити сімейку, бо щось вони не розуміють, що відбувається. Мені здається, треба трохи якось тобі навести порядок, може поскандалить. Ну, знову ж таки, Я кажу, що я не хочу влізати і починаю щось радити, але, ну, типу, якось це все нездорово виглядає. Якось це все виглядає дуже дивно. Ого, та ні, Конан, так не можна робити. Це ти, до речі, не допомагаєш і не допоможе. А от це ти що? Мужик, ти не лякає мене. Скільки? 14600, да? Ні, ти таким не займайся, бо воно, типу, користі від цього ніякої буде. Оце я тобі точно можу сказати. Ну, в тебе, да, в тебе щось явно там нездорове, звісно. Хочу я тобі сказати. У вас там прям щось. Ну, це якась, ну, типу. Мінімум база якась, я не знаю. Блять, він ще гірше, чи такий же. Ні, наче такий же. Ладно, пофіг. Ну. Якось вам там не хватає, по-моєму, якоїсь людської комунікації. Щось у вас там не гаразди якісь. Це явно ненормальна атмосфера в сім'ї, скажу так.
You, the
hard-headed go-getter. I'm offering deals so good, they're worth crawling under the bullets and over the barbed wire it took to get here. Welcome to Bonnie's Barely Above Board Battlefield Bazaar, brought to you by Auntie's Choice. We know consumers are highly discerning in how they spend their bits in an active war zone, and I really appreciate you dodging literal bullets to bring me your business. And to show my gratitude, I'm offering you and only you a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime, exclusively discounted rate of 4/5 of Auntie's standard profiteering rate.
Да.
Only so long as you tell nobody of this amazing offer. If everybody got that deep a discount, I'd go out of business for sure. So, what will you be buying today?
Ой, Конане. Ну, у вас явно щось там не гаразд. 1025. Вам би якось все-таки дійти до якогось загального знаменника, бо це так сім'я не протримається, мені здається. Що у вас така фігня? Ключ від сховища Бонні. Ну да, тобі вже реально психолог, психотерапевт. Щось таке, да. Оце так фарбував. О, відсоток шкоди, найс.
Well, hello there, consumer. If you haven't yet, you should be sure to avail yourself of our retail opportunities downstairs. You here for the view? Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location. It landed over by some particularly aggressive creepy crawlies. I'll mark it for you.
250 за одну, чувак, я тебе зараз пристрелю, ти що, прикалуєшся? Ну кого? Ну добре, що хоч почала щось підпрацьовувати. Ні, ну да, взагалі. Якщо така тема, то да.
last is a pretty little place I like to call the Crystal Overlook. Can't miss them. Uh-huh.
Ні, ну я в тому плані, що може, якщо типу буде підпрацьовувати, то буде, може, ну, типу, розуміти, що так, що робота це не просто, може якось так дійде, що треба якось краще відноситись. Я за це. Я більше про це.
Damage-prone daredevil, you're getting battered and bruised, brutally battling Auntie's enemies.
Оце
So we're
вона
honoring your
прям
sacrifice by winning the war on
корпоративний
high
бог.
prices.
Ага, ось де вона.
Hey, you gotta help me, please. I didn't do what they say I done. Hey, stranger. Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment tanks until I'm dead enough to mulch.
Ще більш таке. Ой. А скільки ви вже живете разом?
Durbin! Oh, that's great! He's bound to see the truth of this and let me go. Abner's trying to pin this on me, and it ain't right.
Спостережливий старий, да?
I got a bunch to say. First, I say I'm no murderer. Second, I say there was no reason to do it. Third, I'd say that I actually like Chief Cuddy. I mean him no harm. He'd get you extra shifts if you asked, and only ding your pay if you really screwed up. And sometimes, if you really had to go, he'd even cover your bog breaks, pro bono. I'd never have hurt the chief, even if you offered to pay me to do it.
13. Вам може якось трохи якогось романтіка спробувати влаштувати. Ну я розумію, що коли фінансове становище не балує, то це непросто, але щось якось трохи розбавити собі буденність якось, я хз, бо щось у вас, мені здається, там якось може на такому рівні, що просто накопичення буденності.
I don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it. And he was fine. Well, he was fine up until he wasn't, and then he just swole up and died. But the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make no sense that it happened now. We were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try his because it tasted funny, but I tried it and it was fine, just like mine. Then he just swole up, turned blue, and died. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged me with murder and threw me in here.
Ну, я розумію, да, що у вас цей, ну, щось вигадати, а у вас там, ви не живе? Ваші там якісь там малих бабусі, там ще щось не з вами в місті?
It was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate Crabble. He was deathly allergic to Crabble. But we ate Sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no Crabble in Sisty stew. I don't have to. Cuddy told him himself. He told absolutely everybody, repeatedly, over and over, constantly. Nobody would have served him Crabble knowing that. But that's still gotta be how he died. So, I need you to talk to Security Officer Abner, remind him of the allergy, and let him toss all my gear. He won't find Crabble anywhere.
100 кілометрах, ну да.
No, that was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the stew. So I don't even know if the docs will still be able to tell it was allergies that did in Cuddy.
Ну, коротше ж, непроста ситуація, я навіть не знаю, що й порадити таке.
He will. He has to. It's the truth. I didn't murder nobody. Please, make him understand.
А де вони їдять?
Get you gone.
А з тещою ти не в ладах? Може її б тещу роздоплила трохи, ні? Ну це якщо ти, звісно, з нею в нормальних відносинах. Ну, я понял. А що у них там, що вони мене не пускають туди? Я поняв, там і така історія. Тоді да. Це явно не та людина, яка могла б тобі допомогти. Да. Ну тоді, якщо такі приколи від тещі, тоді зрозуміти паттерн поведінки, тоді, так би мовити. Ну, я поняв. То там, можливо, на мозги трохи капає щось. Бляха, мені цікаво, що там.
Get you gone.
You've returned. Did you bring the pupa for me?
Ну це да, це взагалі не просто, я навіть не уявляю, наскільки це важко. Що, серйозно це вкрасти? Ану. Мені картки потрібні. Нормально. Є нормальна вина. Да.
You're back? Why? Oh, is that a fact? Then why don't you elucidate my shitty judgment, genius? What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it.
Ну, щось да, трохи на важкій складності.
What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned cysty stew. Stew that I Oh. Oh no. Oh, did you say crabble? Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true. See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about the weather. He complained about his bunk. He complained about everything. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle, and it'd come back down in your head. Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you push back too hard, he'd run to his uncle. So most of us just ignored him, assuming he was constantly full of it, and didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned crabble stock. What? No, it was an accident. Nobody would have, at least nobody'd mean to. Law, his uncle is gonna see me transferred to mid-operation engine cleaning on the claim. Unless... Hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accident that'll lead to the end of a promising career. Total secret. So we got this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung, so it don't call in the local wildlife. But it'll actually work on anything. That means if someone used it to melt Cuddy, there would be no body, which would mean no autopsy, which would mean no evidence, which would end the
Ти
investigation.
знову оце
I
вночі
do it
працюєш?
myself, but my boss said
Що у вас зі
she's on
світлом?
her
Все
way
так
for
же
a
срака, бо
surprise
наче вже
inspection.
там вирівнюється
So I
в
can't
Києві,
leave.
там ще у вас все
But
одно.
if you go find one and melt the body, I'll make it worth your while. Well, then she's cleared, of course. No more questions asked. She goes free, you get bits, I get on with my life. Deal? Come on now. You need to reconsider. I'm offering you good bits for easy work. You'll also be saving at least one life from the toils of endless labor.
А, ні, ну тоді ж, напевно, тоді післязавтра десь буде по-іншому. Я не думаю, що так. Офіцер Абнер.
Honestly, why do you persist in antagonizing me? Of course that's what she's gonna say. What? What? That's ridiculous. See, he's also somebody's nephew, so most of us just ignored him. Unless... Hey. Well, no. Not yet you haven't. See, I can't just let Bardot go. There'd be questions, accusations, and assumptions as to who was
О, до речі, треба
responsible.
глянути,
And
що в
that's
мене
no kind
взагалі.
of
Та ну
solution.
зараз.
And even worse, since there's apparently nobody coming to do an autopsy, I might have to just send Bardot to the claim to start her sentence on all available evidence.
Ну. Це ти добре нагадав, так. Що... А, ні, в мене нормально. В мене чисто. Ну я понял, ні.
Absolutely. Come on now.
А, ні, да? Тобто ніяк, коротше. А ну, може з нею щось переговорити? Ні, в мене чистенько.
What's happening? Are you making any progress? Thank you.
Коротше, треба...
Honestly, why do you persist in antagonizing me? Wonderful. Then you should be off to find a dematerial. Thanklaw. You'll find Cuddy inside the tower. But you'll have... Then come back and tell me when I've got no more evidence to...
Ну цей головний на базі, це щось з чимось, шапочка така. А, він ще й перемостився, падлюка. Чувак, ну з приводу того, що я вмру, це ти, звісно, дуже квапишся. Я думаю, шансів, що якраз таки ти вмреш набагато більше. А, це ми тут були.
You, the getting go-getter. I'm offering deals so good.
Get you gone. Better have a look. Can't get to whatever device is making those noises. Anyone else? Come on, pick it up, won't you?
Та йоп вашу мать, заходьте швидше.
Figured itself out.
О, фак.
All clear.
Хоп. І все готово.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing. Which is a surprise to both of us, I'm sure. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind us. Of course. Debts left unpaid decays our character and all of anti-society. And this torrid affair has come close enough to doing both already. Regardless, it's nothing but ink in the ledger now. And speaking of ledgers, Bardot is free. And here's the balance for yours. Which means we're done.
You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage. Someone else's crime. So you know what happened? That good-for-nothing rung leech! That dunderhead! I can't believe he'd... Oh, he's about to learn that poor Chief Cuddy's not the only one with executive contacts in the family. My cousin's a VP in R&D who used to head testing on Numa. Abner's going to spend the rest of his downright miserable life wishing he just confessed and took what's coming. That makes me extra thankful for what you did. If it'd been left in Abner's hands, he'd have made sure they'd thrown me in a hole so deep, even the sprats wouldn't come visit.
Готово, да? Окей. А тут спуск якийсь є? Ага. О. Боже, який жах. Не приціла катастрофа, а ну зачекайте. П'ятикратне, 1,5, 1,25. А, 2,5, що там дає? А, стоп, я не ту прокачав. Блядь, де вона? У мене ж цієї зброї треба через продатись. О. Ну, трохи краще. Ладно.
Can't say I was expecting to see anyone else in these parts for a good long... Hello, friend. Welcome to the most beautiful half-built landing platform on all of Dorado. Simple, friend. You see any sergeants barking orders? Any of those spidery crystal critters lurking in the rocks? Any order forces storming the area? No, you do not. The perfect blend of just close enough to the base to be safe, but not close enough for any officers to get nosy. And I still get paid the same as if I was a frontliner. You've got me there. I sure could use a bottle of zero-G brew if you have one. Thanks, friend. You're a lifesaver. Ah, there's the real beauty of it. They won't. The Order's anti-air guns are a damn sight better than we expected. There's no reason to finish the landing pad on account of nothing can land. Command won't go back to building it until the war is won. Then I'm in no danger of being shot anyways. Maybe I'll even get a promotion for doing such a good job keeping this place safe. The Order gave us permission to keep a single emergency medical evacuation ship nearby. Would have really helped the troopers stationed in the outposts that just got wiped out. You know, if any of them had survived. Although with just one ship, doubtful the contracts of anyone below a captain covers medical expenditure of that level. Oh well. Oh, no doubt about it, friend. They've been blasting our landing craft out of the sky right, left, and center. I can't even imagine the total cost of it all. But as long as my bits keep rolling in, why should I care? Someone else is getting demoted for that, not me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to my favorite pastime, doing absolutely nothing and getting paid for it.
Ні, ну це якась мрія. Так, гаразд. Що це за муха була?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful! That cave is chock full of arachnids. I'd stay away if I were you.
Так, а де там? Полігон N, компресійна катушка. Ага, отут лявочка, да? Ту-ту-ту-ту. Так, а де моя? Де мої дами? Блять, боже, як же вони дамажать? Ідуть. Сподіваюсь, недалеко. Треба буде зберегтись зараз. Чи понизити складність, блядь, бо, ну... Якось наче бред якийсь. Хоча знову ж таки, я ж не качаю на зброю ці приколи. Від того все таки сумно. Ну, відійди. Блядь, цей пістолет просто гладить, я кажу.
Not possible. Don't target the guy. This might sting a lot. Evaluations were durable. Patch yourself up. Let's get you healed. Out of sight and on the way. Happy to help. Let's get this prize. In a minute, all of the risk. I will restore my life or avenge my death.
Добре, що вони розагріваються.
Practicing some battlefield medicine. I'm alive. Who needs to die? Armed and ready. Not yet. Hold on. Recharge for mayhem. Uh-oh.
О, 15, да? Треба було зберегтися, ладно.
Is that the distinctive odor of arachnid blood I smell? Wait, you got all of them?
Hey, glad I ain't a arachnid.
О. О, що в нас тут відбулось?
What? Oh, a freelancer. I didn't know we hired any, but I'm glad to have you. Especially after that last attack.
Це що за звук був? Блядь. Ви що, так же ще всиратися можна? Хе-хе.
listen to. Don't worry. I won't tell no one. Listening. Listening is the only thing that keeps my finger from getting suspended.
Сім з 15, да? Давай, Коне, давай там обережненько бережи себе. Кавусю на ніч. Я сподіваюсь, хоч натурально, хоча б. Хто в мене стріляє? Хто гранату кидав? Що за бред? Після хуйні якоїсь, але з молоком. Ні, ну хоч натурально, головне, щоб натурально було б оцю. Ну хоча я таку теж пив, я навіть скажу, що іноді вона прикалує. Ця котра швидко заварна. Але вже якщо сьорбаш, то вже краще хоча б натурально. Це Алькада, як Алькаїда хвостата, чи мені здалося? Походу здалося. Блять. Где ты мне кинула хил, блять?
Medkit coming your way. I have to rush parts. Look up, Commander.
Пиздець, вони, блядь, з усієї округи вирішили загадатися, чи що? Якісь, бляха, пастити.
Happy to help. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
А, ну бачиш, дарма кави напився. Так міг би піти відпочивати, а так на все. Ну хоча може вона тебе не штирить. Бо в мене коли як? Буває, що, блядь, нормально заряджає, а буває, що типу аж іноді навпаки спати хочеться. Бэм, блядь.
Prescription filled. Where to go?
Перший з трьох. Та ти...
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Блядь, ну 8 із 15, а де ще 7, я повинен знати, ви що, йобнулись? Шесть. Так, що куди підемо? Давайте лялечку пошукаємо.
Look at you, rocketing up the corporate ladder.
Бля, ніфіга він долітає, я так теж хочу. Нормально.
I'm liking the enthusiasm you're bringing to the table.
I'm a huge admirer of your work from a safe distance. You're my kind of subcontractor.
Bet they'll name you employee of the fiscal quarter.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
I'm alive. Who needs to die? Recharged for mayhem. Back in business.
Друга година 314 і всі скарги. І на що скаржаться? Бля, нема набою на дробовик, це погано. Чи в мене раптом що є чим перекрити? Ух ти, в мене мова таки є, не таке. Ну я понял. Та ну який це ж ревота Конана. А чого неприємну річ? Днем народження Конана. Здоров'я тобі і твоїм близьким. Кар'єрного успіху. І щоб сімейне життя приносило тобі тільки задоволення. Ну зараз повернусь секунду. Ну це багато хто так каже, що не любить своє день народження, хоча це просто якась депресія короткочасна день народження своє, це добре. Ну, як на мене. Зараз хвилинку. Ой, капець, Конане. Та ні, я думаю, все нормально буде. Якось воно. Ти сам зарядись на позитив день народження. А там вже... Може тобі ніхто і не буде його нічого портити. Зроби собі щось смачненьке чи замов. Сьорбни чогось смачненького. Раз в рік точно можна. Ні, ну так теж не можна ж під... Ну хоча знову ж таки теж не можна. У нас такі, якби, ціни на все. І в той час заробітна платня, котра не відповідає цим викликам. Тож, напевно, воно трошки легше казати, що під нуль не треба. Ну що, ти хочеш сказати, що тобі дружина нічого не приготує? Нічого смачного в честь день народження, чи що? Ну, звичайно, їй, напевно, для цього потрібно буде дати гроші, щоб вона щось купила, але, типу, ну... Так, тут якийсь буде жорсткий заміс, походу. А, ну я бачив, що щось там за розпаковку якусь. Я просто не знав контексту, для чого розпаковка, а тоді зрозумів. От так, а тут щось буде. А ні, поки ще ні. Ого, їбать. Нормально, до речі, дамажить. Ця штука. Так. Роздівав у нас так собі. Ау. А вони їбуть.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Давай. Пиздець. А як це вивести? Ви що? Хм.
Ready for the bug hunt.
Бать, ви шо? Хм. Жахливий просто приціл.
Ready for the bug hunt. All starts up. Near jump's not a good look, Commander. Someone's offering medic to the rescue. Titan, let's get you healed. Medical pack out.
Да. Цей ствол вирішує питання, звісно. Насправді. Що в мене там ще піврівня навіть нема.
Time to earn my... 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 Time to
Все є, да? Секунду. Френкі Биллінгс. Так, де цей джентльмен? Ага, це його, да? Пастки. Ото він, напевно.
You lost, stranger? I don't see a lot of new faces in these parts. What are you? Order? Protectorate? Anti? Really? An Earth Directorate agent? I have no idea what that is, but okay. Me, I'm a Sprat Trapper. Cute little things, but their tallow and hides fetch a high price. Used to be Protectorate, then worked for the Order, then Anti. Whoever's calling the shots on a given day. Now, I'm just waiting for the dust to settle so I can find out who I work for tomorrow. Sprat leather has military applications, as all things do. I also hear tell that higher-ups like to put them around their boots. You know, sprat spats. Slower than I'd like, but that's not the first time I've had to tighten the old belt. Things will pick up once the war is over. Unless a rift devours the colony. When that happens, sprats and bits will be the least of my troubles. Gregory? Well, I'm glad to hear he's still kicking. Loyal customer. Very particular about his sprats. These being hard times, I've had to raise my prices. Gal's gotta eat, and I don't care for sprat meat.
Красномовство 8.
Trust me, Gregory is an artiste when it comes to biology, and every artist needs the right canvas. Pleasure doing business.
Грегорі буде в захваті. Так, окей. Нас насправді не так і багато залишилось, да? У нас тут. Сантехнік Спіч 8, піздець. Що у мене там? 5. Чувак, блядь, ти там ошалев просто.
Hello again. Have you brought me the pupa? Auntie's Choice has bred mantisaurs as weapons for decades. They've gone through a number of refinements, but they're functionally the same mantisaurs we began with. What's more, we have never witnessed them mutate in any meaningful way. Not in our labs, not in the wild, but here, on Dorado, they've done something remarkable. Inundated with zeranium from the river, the mantisaurs here have evolved adaptations that have never been documented before. I intend to be the first to do so. I understand, though I really hope you'll reconsider. If it helps, don't think about me. Instead, think of all the worlds that can be ushered into Auntie's Choice if we have a more monstrous mantisaur invasion at our disposal. I'll be here if you change your mind.
You've returned. I mean, we knew you'd return. We've been waiting. Did you bring the pupa for me? That is a dangerous proposition, stranger. You risk the rage of Executive Wojciech if you don't follow his instructions.
Oh, thank law. You've made the right choice. And the research I'm going to do with this little beauty will allow me to retire rich, respectable, and powerful.
Let's hope this doesn't come back to bite us. Or grow up to bite us, rather.
Mantisaurs! Eyes up, troops! A mess of the bastards are coming from the east.
Did they follow those folks back from that nest?
Liquidate 'em! You're looking pretty scathed, Commander. Happy to help. Retreat. Let's get you healed. Let's weapons dry!
This is what happens when you put a giant insect in charge of product development. Anyone left for us to file a complaint to?
While I appreciate your help in ensuring this mess wouldn't blow back on me, we now got nothing else to talk about. Time you
Nobody in their right mind is gonna believe I talk to these things now. You're damn lucky I've got to figure out how to explain this mess, or I'd feed you to the bugs myself.
Well, that certainly was a horrific bit of chaos. But you made the right decision by giving the pupa to me. The research value it will provide is enormous. Let the money you've made assuage your concerns. To be sure, it's focusing on my wealth and status my future promotions will bring that comforts me in the presence of all the dead. Yes, you have your bits, and I will have a long, illustrious career spanning decades. Works out perfectly for both of us. And now, you should be off to your next adventure.
Окей, а що буде, якщо ми віддамо йому? Бля, треба було... Ладно.
You've returned? Did you bring the pupa for me? Wonderful. Now the formation of our new Mantisaur regiment can begin in earnest.
No, no, no. You really don't want to do that.
Biologist Bradford, that is quite enough of...
Listen to me. The man is a charlatan, a fraud. And if you give him the specimen, it will be forever lost to his ignorance. And while it's not unique, it is difficult to acquire. The Mantisaur doesn't want it, nor could it ask him for it. Wentworth only knows it was there because I made the mistake of telling him it was almost a certainty. If you give it to him, it will be wasted. If you give it to me, the science I will perform will fuel biological weapon advancements currently only dreamed of.
Bradford, I am the commander of this base, and you will...
You are nothing but a bottom-ranked trooper who has lied his way to power. But your tongue betrays your grift.
That is enough. Me and the Mantisaur are one. Whether I speak or it speaks, it's all the same voice. And right now, we are both contemplating some frontline service for you. I will take the pupa now, if you please. What? Of course. Its name is Wojciech, its favorite color is blue, and it had 27 brothers when it spawned.
Is that seriously the best you've got?
My ability to communicate with the commander has convinced Auntie's choice, and that should be enough to convince you, too. Finally, Wojciech can begin breeding our new Mantisaur army.
Who could have seen that coming?
What have you done? You stupid bug! You've ruined everything!
Mantisaurs, eyes up, troops! A mess of the bastards are coming from the east. Allocating
Did they follow those folks back from that nest?
Armed and ready. To the rescue, sight unseen. Someone's out for Tremaine has it.
Loading sample, cover me! So many of them! They're back! I'll make them disappear!
Got you! Back in here!
Waste of human resources!
This is what happens when you put a giant insect in charge of product development. Anyone left for us to file a complaint to?
Something afoot.
Так, ну в принципі цей ітог мені подобається більше з однієї простої причини, що корпорація не отримає можливість створювати ще більш серйозних монстрів.
Have a profitable day.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch.
Oh, lovely. You again. I hope you realize that you contributed to that insanity. For all we know, it was murdering the pupa that caused the Manosaurs to attack. You actually make a good point. Not that it really matters now. Who knows what our superiors are gonna say about this bumblefuck. Now, if you'll excuse me, we've quite a mess to clean up.
It's over. I can't believe that stupid Mantisaur ruined everything. Now it'll be back to the front lines on Paradise Island. Unless I can
Давай, Конане.
While I appreciate your help in ensuring this mess wouldn't blow back on me, we now got nothing else to talk about. Time you moved on.
You, the getting go-getter. I'm offering deals so good, they're worth crawling under the bullets and over the barbed wire it took to get here. Welcome back. What can I get you? Suit your...
Бонні, да? Що ж там за Бонні?
Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more to say to each other. Why are you back? It used to be comms and observation for the Protectorate. They watched us get hammered by their huge guns and laughed as we scrambled to dig into that cruel, pitiless dirt. They bled us with constant shelling for the better part of 3 months, and it barely earned us a few dozen kilometers. Truth be told, I never thought we'd make it. Those sovereign sanctions can reach all the way across Golden Ridge. They rain shells the size of crabbles on us day and night. They made the invasion stall about 5 kilometers away and would have ground us to dust if the cannons hadn't stopped and the Protectorate retreated. Like someone up here flipped a switch. 1 second our lives were pain and fear and death, and the next all was quiet. No more shelling, no more shooting. At first we thought it was a trap, that they'd start shelling again as soon as we popped our heads up, but there was nothing. We basically walked the rest of the way here. We didn't find out why until we got here and learned the Protectorate wasn't. The Protectorate hightailed it. They decided that if the Order was going to splinter off on its own, then it could fuel its own army and fight its own battles. Those Protectorate bootlicks took everything not nailed down, leaving the Order to try and figure out how to wage war with no gear and almost no know-how. It took them weeks to rally, and by then we owned most of Golden Ridge. If Andy'd only send a few thousand more troops, we'd shove them completely off this rock. Of course, I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location? Seems by your map that you already know about.
О. Спробуємо пізніше.
A once-in-a-career opportunity, and that nitwit gives the prize to a giant bug? There really is
It's
no
over.
intelligent life
I
outside of
can't
Angie's
believe that
choice.
stupid mantisaur ruined everything. Now it'll be back to the front lines on Paradise Island. Unless I can use the
А де ж цю фігню брати?
I've put in for that transfer, and under the circumstances, I think they'll get lucky.
You, the getting go-getter.
Бонні.
I'm offering deals so good, they're worth calling. Crawling under the bullets and over the barbed wire it took to get here. Welcome. What can I get?
Фанаць. Так, гаразд. Та ти жартуєш, серйозно? Окей. Roger that. Воно так буде простіше.
Commander. Such as?
Way I see it, you lay claim to an entire world, you best be ready to defend that claim. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Бля, треба було лікаря. Ладно. Нормально вас тут розвалили.
Audio log entry 10. My orders were to watch for the enemy. Specifically, to never break line of sight to my assigned field of view. But I can hear them advancing along the shore to the south. It's fine. Others have been assigned that field of vision. This is the most efficient method of defense. Architect, they're getting closer. Perhaps I'm taking my orders too literally? I'll just peek. No. Trust in the equation. Trust in those greater than I in the order. I will keep looking forward for enemies from that vector. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I have faith that the architect...
This one appears to have been too terrified to even look at us. I almost feel bad killing him. Almost.
That's the range, Commander. This will be glorious. Hope my enthusiasm doesn't get the better of me. Those traitors need to suffer.
I spy my next victim. I mean...
Та, блядь, ти чого прикалуєшся?
Medkit coming your way. I'm alive.
Хуйня якась. Так, де мій дробовик нормальний?
Damn it all. The door's sealed. We'll need to find another way in. Now this is just sloppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use one or two as an example to the rest.
We can hear those wriggly little grub fingers of yours. Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Stop your silliness, fool! The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends! .36 cubed divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by, is it 30 or, oh, hello. Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the precision, the pride in their work? This is just embarrassing. There's a cultist behind you. Wait, surely she isn't with you. Fine. Just please keep her away from me. Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body. Oh, dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. Much worse. He's like a wire stretched beyond its breaking point. Never a harsh word to anyone, but being in his presence, well, it's as if his stress is infectious. Best not to push him. He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds.
Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves, he's more likely to die of boredom. If I was in charge here, all of you'd be dead. He soon will be.
Yes. I'm sure you'll kill them quite well. The crazed people like your friend here have been sowing destruction throughout the range for days. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient. Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays.
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We've an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. If I'm still alive in a week, I'll put in a suggestion to the presiding bishop that N-ray scanners be standard issue. The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
Killing traitors is quite fun, is it not?
Be the scanner there. Oh, an enemy. Look alive, Commander.
appreciate your help. Dying makes it so you can use it to see the wires connecting this door to the nearest override panel. Try not to electrocute yourself. Where are you going? Our task... I suppose you know what you are doing, but we'll need to return eventually to finish this lot off.
Way to unlock a door, but I'll take it.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
Enemy spotted. Step aside. On the wrist.
Ой, бля.
That should do it. Let's get on with the killing.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
Enemy spotted. Great effort. Step aside. All in the wrist. Looking over there.
On the way. Medic to the rescue.
I will stop it.
You leave at once.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
You there. You must leave. Is that a cultist with you?
Don't worry. I'm not like these idiots running around here haplessly. If I was here to kill you, it would be no random thing. You'd know it. Are we here to kill this guy, Commander?
You're here to stop me. But if I'm stopped, the consequences will be exponential. Oh, I don't expect people like you or Augustine to understand. My work is humane and must be finished. All else is secondary. You must remove yourself from the range. I don't want your blood on my hands, but I will spill it if you force me. No, don't you understand? If my work is forestalled in any way, so many more will suffer. And I am already much too far behind. I have been forced to enact measures for self-defense in the wake of these cultists. They will serve just as effectively against you. I beg you, leave immediately. Remain, and you will assuredly suffer a violent demise.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
Бля, що за зброя?
Look at the sad little sprat in his corrugated metal cage.
Liquidate him! Lay low, Commander. Medic's order.
Not possible. No target to gut.
All on the wrist.
Friend of friends are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians. Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those cults. It seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitors, charlatans. Fine. Just trying to add some levity into this pathetic creature's drab existence.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your comrade. Very well. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor, and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium. Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range. Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. There's no such thing as invisibility. The cultists are out of phase. Also, I strongly recommend against exposing yourself to processed N-rays. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. But if you're not attached to the solid state of your organs, I suppose it might be nice to be less visible for a few hours. Although it requires further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a shift in the dimensional presence of these cultists. They are physically here, but only partially, hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But the outstanding fear for my life has made it difficult to think scientifically. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
Killing traitors is quite fun, is it not?
Thank you again for your help. I shall collect my belongings and, well, leave for my life once it's been safe.
А, ніфіга, прям.
cannot believe this. How many times must I say only death lies ahead? Observe. You have been That is over. Please.
Нормально. А якщо вкратце, а що там було таке? Якщо це, звичайно, реально. Ау.
I never wanted this situation to escalate like this. You must understand. But now, all that I wanted is cast to the wind. There is but
Бля,
one
серйозно?
option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die.
Ти що, з глузду з'їхав? Ну да.
Because the order cannot be hindered by war or by compromise. Any obstacles must be removed, as much as I regret the need to do so. If De Vries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them instant.
Ага, це на ньому вибухівка,
I thought
їбать.
this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the order shall find its way to truth. Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. You read my terminal. I cannot. No. I deny what you're saying. Whatever my personal feelings, the Order's success is more important. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you. Your verbiage does not conceal the gaps in your knowledge. But the presiding bishop has taught us that ignorance is not a punishable sin. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end. If what you say is true, then you have my tentative thanks. However, scientific certainty would absolutely have prevented that from happening. We would have predicted it. DeVries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth. And if they are not interrupted,
Ну, то якийсь цей бджілка, бля, прям.
the one right path for humanity revealed to us.
Це майже 4 ранку.
Cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray. What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself? That's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees. Augustine couldn't have done such a thing. She was on a secret mission at the time. I don't wish to believe you, but what you're saying has the ring of truth to it. I've been a fool going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end.
This poor fool seemed intent on doing himself and us both. Impressive work convincing him otherwise. What say I have a go at him with my disemboweling knife? See what he knows.
Та ні, який допрацьовувати, в тебе день народження сьогодні.
Your loss. Don't like to boast, but I am quite the artiste with a knife.
I believe that's another thanks I owe you. You certainly keep interesting company. I appreciate your consideration. Things could have been very different had your cooler head not prevailed.
А у вас нема там, типу, що у кого день народження, то там скорочений робочий день, типу таке?
I found a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, send objects out of phase. It was inconsistent, but I was close to isolating the procedure. DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed as efficiently as possible. No one would be maimed or injured, just killed. Saying that out loud now, it sounds unreal. But somehow, I convinced myself that leaving no survivors was more humane. It's a shame I can't speak to a vicar. Here, it is the key to my quarters. Take whatever you find. That will ensure that I cannot use any of it to further DeVries' aims, even if I wanted to. You've certainly convinced me I cannot remain here. May we meet again, when the paths of our lives are at greater apexes.
Ні, дивно.
I owe you not only my life, but the sheer knowledge that you've turned me from a terrible path. I will make the most of it. I promise you.
Так. Ну, дуже тяжко йде, звісно. Шарлатан. І що, і тут ніфіга нема, крім гранат цих плазмових. Що тут повинен був облутати? Серйозно, оце все, блядь? А. Може отак? Ні. А, во. Чи що? Бля, ну це прикольно. Тільки не розуміти про мене. Ну зараз, секунду. Як він називається? Опромінений. Бо звучить наче непогано, але є шанс, що це якась йобка. А відмінити не можна буде. А на секунду, що це? Походу нормальная тема. Так, в мене тільки питання, а де ж я ще можу подивитись подальше листування? Я, чесно, в шоці, що тут так мало всього. Я думаю, тут якийсь нормальний лут буде, блядь. Ну, типу, серйозно. Так. А ще я згадав, що можна того чувака обікрасти. Може в нього щось смачненьке є. Поняв. А, і не викликається навіть, окей. Дивно.
Boy, damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them. The leader of a cell. In this case, that would be Ziegler. Extinguishing him is obviously our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. I saw one of them earlier. We should go see what information it will yield to us. I'll mark your map with its location.
Так. А де ж ще можуть бути термінали?
This is it, the Dawn's communication device. Let's see what I can find on it. Not much, but there are a few encrypted messages from Ziegler reporting on a rift in Paradise Island he was sent to study. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, let's go show him the error of his ways. I'm right behind you, but not in a threatening way.
Де ще може бути? О, я пропустив двері, да? Молодіж.
Victor, I fully understand. Dead is, but if we, and the longer you, but I.
Ну, це ми читали, очевидно. Це в нас щось ніяких шансів взяти. А що там було? Наука 5, да, у мене в 4, по-моєму. 3.
I appreciate your help. Dying makes it so difficult to see the results of your theses.
Може, типу, десь в якомусь іншому місці, чи що, я хз. Бля, оце не люблю таке, коли наче все і обійшов.
Thank you again for your help. I shall collect my belongings and, well, leave for my life once it is there.
Ми все прочитали. І підняться не дає. Ні, ну походу все, да. Крінжик. Ніфіга, воно там ввалило. Я так і знав. А вони не підіймуть бомба. Вообще бомба. Можна, коротше, туди не йти. Може ще в якомусь іншому. Ця фабрика зирання. Ось таке я хз. О. Угу. Так, окей. що воно на мапі не показує, цікаво. Давайте здамо цю фігню.
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Well, I suppose it can't reflect badly on me to simply report the facts. And you have already made me look better in the eyes of the executives. All right, I'll send it. What else do you have for me? Wonderful. I do love a subordinate that can honor their obligations and make me look good. And if you'll leave me, I've got lots left to attend to. But do come back if you can be of any further use to me.
Так, окей, це ми закрили. Райський острів. Це типу інша планета, що ли?
You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck and find lovely. Wonderful. That's just enough to get the first of our auto docks back up and running. Thank you. Still, if you...
Так. Так, таксидерміста ми завербували. Оцей 8, да, блядь. А я наскільки? На 6, да? І можна потім наступний рівень, до якого ще дуже далеко, влупить 2 в красномовство. Тому треба сюди. Поздаємо ще квестів.
Got a bad feel about this line, hon. Don't like being so exposed. Hell of a thing coming all this way just to catch a bullet on the camp's doorstep.
You worry too much, my dear. Even the Protectorate isn't much in the business of murdering.
Опа, Педручо.
And there aren't many Protectorate nearby. I'm sure the Order will aid us.
Maybe. Even if that's all true, camp's still gonna need a place for us to go. Sorry. Got some kind of tickle in my chest.
Are you all right, Ed?
Keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return? Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Thus, algorithm.
Так, а де той чувак, до речі, ось він.
Any luck with the sprat hunt? Decent quality, all things considered. Frankie's work is second to none. You can tell the good doctor I'll be around shortly, armed with needle and thread, calipers, and my finest jar of glass eyes. No, thank you. It's always a pleasure to bring passion to one's work, even when that passion is a tad morbid. Be seeing you, Agent.
Так, ще один. І залишився от той.
Sorry, I'll try not to sneeze on you.
Can't say I'm fond of these lodgings. Talk about close quarters.
Just be grateful for what you have.
Greetings. I heard tell that you aided Spider in his little reconnaissance venture at the Guardian Estates. Between the two of us, I sent him out there to get him to cease jabbering about his glory days. I hardly expected him to locate anything worthwhile. Idle browsers will...
6 тисяч. Не сюди.
You scratch our back and we'll never shoot you in yours.
Don't make me call Mapother and Mudge over. They don't like no fighting for free.
My noggin sure is sore. Where do we go now?
Так, а де там той термінал? Ось сьо. Сюди. Так, вже половина. Так, які ще в мене тут? Повністю доктора Холліса. Ага, сантехніка це ні. Виклик на остаточний. А, да.
The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down version of
До
Thanks
речі.
to you, our Automa can't take this. On behalf of the Order and the displaced, I thank you. Now, will there be anything else? From a medical standpoint, the taxidermist doctor... Here. Now, will there be anything else? I can tend to your injuries, provided you have the bits to compensate me for my time. Many thanks. Now, hold still. Right as rain. Now.
Блять, ти серйозно? Ладно. Розмовляти не можна з ним тоді, окей.
My weekly prognostic report hinted at our past or pending interaction.
Operating on civilians is not so different from cutting into a primal.
This unit is taking inventory of its medicinal stockpile.
Welcome back. Anything I can do to assist you? Yes, what have you discovered? Oh, you've lessened the load on my mind considerably. Any other updates?
Коротше, йому теж здавати не треба, мало лі. Може в мене вийде виконати ще отой на катушки. Тоді не будемо спішити. Так, всі пішли в сраку, тоді всі звідси.
The paradigm is a self-centered derivative.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to
Чого вони роблять такі звуки, наче вони живі? Що за піпсо? Я так розумію. Угу, поняв. Нічого більше. Так, я напевно на зараз вже все. Бо тут зараз буде нормальна локація, судячи з усього. Тому дякую за увагу, хто був. На добраніч. З днем народження ще раз, Конане. Так що, давай, я думаю, що я зайду на стрімець, якщо буде. Все, всім добраніч. Дякую за увагу.